So, John Jones won 2 nights ago. Uh, and took me some time to kind of, let it sink in, let the sink in. uh, and after doing so, I mean, it's like, damn, man, this guy is really fucking good. And there are certain things that people will say, but, people will always fucking say things no matter what the fuck you do. A lot of people are saying Stipe's old, Stipe didn't show up. Stipe, all this fucking Stipe shit. Stipe showed up. He looked really good. He looked really dangerous. The overhands, looked really dangerous, really powerful. He was there. His cardio was there. His durability was there. He took a lot of devastating elbows in the first round. Got up like it was nothing. There was some bleeding from the cheek. But other than that, Stipe looked great. The difference maker was John. He picked Stipe apart from the first fucking bell to the time where he landed the clean spinning back kick. He dominated like he always does. Like he always does. He was smart about it. I thought he would go to the ground. He would look to bring more ground game into the fight. Turns out he didn't need to, okay? He got like a really smart judo trip in the first round that brought the fight to the ground to where he could throw in the elbows. But other than that, there were no, immediate, double leg, single leg, none of that. There was like I said, the judo trip. And then, I mean, there were a couple times where like he was deciding on whether or not to bring the fight to the ground, but most of the fight was on the feet, and it ended on the feet. Stipe had moments, like the Stipe blitz, the classic Stipe blitz where he'd come forward and spam overhands. Uh, those were there, but John was smart about it. He kind of ran away. Not the most entertaining or cleanest way to combat the Stipe blitz, but still a smart way. No matter what we may think about it, it was still smart to do so because John was able to avoid every blitz. Taking like really devastating punches off those blitz. John was able to negate that, run around for a bit, then come back to Stipe and reset. Smart stuff from John. Really smart. Always has been smart. Did the same smart shit throughout the fight. Picked Stipe apart. Landed the jab really well. Really, really clean jab. I think that's something that not many people talked about when covering this fight. The jab was there, and the jab was powerful. It was powerful. Like I said, and it even hurt Stipe at a point. Like I said, the jab was there. John was landing it, and then at a point in the fight, he landed it so hard and so powerful and so fast that it even stunned and hurt Stipe. Stipe was fucking shaking his head after one of those jabs landed, and then John was trying to move forward with the finish, but Stipe was able to recover soon after. So, yeah, great fight from John. Whether it would have ended in the first round or last round or third round or second round, doesn't really fucking matter. John finished the fight. He finished the fight in a devastating manner to a spinning back kick, clean to the ribs, dropped Stipe immediately to where John was able to finish it with, some really small ground and pound before Herb Dean steps in. And yeah, just a great fight. Just a great fight on a great card. I liked the card. I really did. And, now I want to get into what I really wanted to talk about, which is John and Tom Aspinall. The main topic, the main conversation that kind of even overshadowed the whole fucking card to begin with. There's questions, obviously. Even John was asked it when he finished the fight in the interview about whether or not he'll fight Tom. John's like, let's see, let's talk about it. I'm going to talk to Dana about it and we'll see. Then there's a couple of media takes that have been happening, especially like yesterday there were, where Tom Aspinall actually spent a long time talking to Dana and Hunter Campbell that night. Tom came out saying it was great news, see you soon, all this shit. So who knows? Maybe John spoke to Dana, a little while before Dana spoke to Tom and said he'll take the fight. I don't really know. What I can give you is my prediction. So what I think happened, or what I think will happen is Exactly as Dana said, John's gonna take some time. He'll disappear, and he'll reappear. Fuck, he'll reappear. Um, John wants a fight with Alex Poatan Pereira. I understand why. He feels disrespected by Tom and his fans. They have been relentless, so he doesn't want to give in and give Tom and the fans what they want. But he did say he will consider it if he's given enough money, that fuck you money. So probably like 10, 20, 30 million, or even more, you know? So, you know, I can only give you my prediction. My prediction is I think John will not end up fighting Tom. I think he feels way too fucking disrespected. And I don't think Dana is going to offer John enough money, or enough money in John's eyes for John to take the fight. So what I think will happen is John is going to end up fighting Alex. He is. If you look at what happened with the fucking MMA gloves, for example, the UFC had these new UFC gloves they were going to use for the foreseeable future. And what happened? Right before John fights Stipe, the original UFC gloves are put away with. Because John had a problem with the gloves. Dana hears him out. Dana goes, you know what? You're the GOAT. Let's do it. I think the same shit happens regarding this Tom Aspinall, Alex Pereira controversy. John's going to want Alex, and Alex is going to want John. And the two of them are going to want each other so bad to the point where Dana is going to give in. Tom will be unhappy, but, you know, to appease Tom, they're going to give Tom the undisputed heavyweight belt. Tom will get the belt. He'll be the undisputed heavyweight champ, and he'll be knocking out heavyweights. He'll be knocking out heavyweight UFC fighters for years, you know, and staying on top of the heavyweight food chain, and become heavyweight GOAT, obviously. So yeah, that'll be what happens. I think John and Alex will get their super fight. It won't be for a belt, but it will still be for legacy and baddest man alive and UFC GOAT and all that other shit. And I think it'll be a great fight. I look forward to it, and I said it even in my previous video. I would prefer a fight between John and Alex than a fight between John and Tom. And I think because John and Alex are on the same boat a little bit, and if John were to fight Tom, I obviously am going to choose Tom Aspinall. I'm one of the biggest John Jones fans, but I have to accept reality. I have to literally accept reality. The reality of that fight is Tom is the younger, heavier, and faster fighter. So from the first bell, John's going to try the same shit he does, you know, that handout shit, and Tom's going to be able to fucking swing under that, get to the body, then get up top, and knock Jones out. It's going to be fucking so, it's going to be, it's simple. It's simple shit, okay? So Tom would obviously win that fight, and people want to see John Jones lose so bad, so they're really pushing for this shit to happen. I don't know if John will take it. I don't think John will take it, as I just said. I think John's going to push for a super fight against Alex. I think the UFC will give it to him. John and Alex will fight. John will beat Alex, obviously. And then Alex will probably move to heavyweight and stay in heavyweight and challenge Tom. And I think a fight between Alex and Tom will be really, really good. And I think that will probably be Alex's last fight before he retires, because he's already pretty old. So, you know, yeah. But either way, I just wanted to clarify some of the John Jones controversy, especially the new shit that's happened after he fought Stipe and beat Stipe. A really, really clean, cool knockout that John had against Stipe. He deserves his break. He's going to, you know, have a hiatus for a while. I don't think Tom can really wait that long, so that's why I really believe that John is not going to fight Tom. The UFC will take John's belt, or John will relinquish his belt. They'll give it to Tom. Tom will retain the belt, and then he'll fight, you know, the adequate fighters, or the fighters that, you know, have a chance at least against Tom, which are Almeida and to some degree Cyril Gane, to some degree. And yeah, that's really it. You know, I think that's what happens. But you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next.